my god. We back, boys. They've reopened. Yeah, I enjoyed the fact that cinemas have reopened far more than this film. Yeah, let's just get right into it. The writing is atrocious. They get right into the action instead of introducing us to the characters, and by the end of the film, we still don't know much about them. At random points in the film, bombs are just dropped about the characters in a hand-fisted attempt to try and make us connect with the characters and feel sorry for them for being stuck in this cave with crocodiles. But it just doesn't work. This film is 100 minutes long, and it did not need to be that long. I thought it would struggle to make it feature length, and let's just say that's true, because it is. It certainly is. And that just makes no sense because it's their fault for jumping straight into the action. Like, we literally have about 5 minutes with the characters before we get into the real stuff. In the opening, one of the characters just says to their friend that she's not getting along super well with her boyfriend at the moment. How about you spend about 10 minutes showing their turmoil instead of shoving it into a line of dialogue and then struggling to make the film feature length? The editing of the film was also really bad. The editing felt like one of those reality TV shows with the extremely weird jump cuts. In the beginning, a scene comes to a screeching halt by jump cutting to another one, and it's literally just a super long shot of a guy taking a hit from his inhaler, so we know that he's asthmatic as it comes into play later. And it just felt so unnatural. Also unnatural were the performances. None of these guys had any chemistry, and I can't really blame them because the material doesn't have any. And yeah, just pretty much the film is incredibly boring because you don't care about these characters. You don't care if they die or survive. You just don't care about these characters at all, and therefore the film is so boring. The film also has an incredibly overbearing soundtrack. The music is not only so overused when it just didn't need to be used at all, but it just didn't sound good. It was like really generic royalty-free music that was way too loud. And like, not even like the scary ominous music, just like rock music that was used at the beginning. But talking about scary ominous music, oh my god, the sound design of this film overall is like just so lame. Like, anytime something quote unquote scary is about to happen, the music fades out and like the splashes of the water fade in, and it's just so not scary. And because they struggled so hard to make this film feature length, that happens like 3 times before an actual lazy jump scare comes into play. And also, the whole film is that they're stuck in this cave with crocodiles, and you don't see much of the crocodiles, and it's not even like that's a sort of thing to build tension, so when you finally do, it's scary, you know, like for that sense of ambiguity, I guess. No, because they show you a real life crocodile in like the first 3 minutes. All the other crocodiles are CG, and they look awful, and that's why they didn't show them. I don't get how this film did such a bad job at trying to make you feel scared. Like, it doesn't even make you feel trapped. Like, the cave that they're in, even if it's a real life cave, it felt like a set. A film that came out earlier this year, Underwater, doesn't have much going for it, but what I really like about that film is the direction and cinematography, because that film is genuinely so good at making you feel like you're underwater. Like, just unironically, when I watched that, I felt like I was trapped. Like, the cinematography is so claustrophobic, I guess, because like it's just mainly just a bunch of close-up shots. But in this film, all it is like just the most generic cookie cutter wide shots, and there's just no effort put into the composition, and just the cave felt like a set. It didn't feel like there was any threat at any point whatsoever. Look, I'm so happy that cinemas are back open. I'm so happy. But man, I kind of hate that I chose this film to return to cinemas after not going there for 4 months. Yeah, if cinemas are open in your region, if you want to, you can watch this. If cinemas aren't open in your region and this comes to like VOD or something, I honestly don't buy it. This is appalling. This film is really boring. It's actually unintentionally funny at some points, and at some points I even came close to falling asleep. But yeah, you know, I mean, if you want to watch it, but you're most probably not gonna have a fun time. No spoilers, because who actually cares? I really didn't want this to be like my first upload after not uploading for a month. I might make a video as to why I haven't been, most probably won't, but simply put, I just haven't really been feeling too great mentally, physically. I'm the best I've ever been. Yeah, I'm just sorry that this is the video that I returned with.